You're listening to a Canadian Movie Crew production.
Jaws the Revenge is the story of the Brody family getting stalked by a killer shark. Or is it?
In this world, the story a movie gives you is the whole story. Or is it? It's the Or Is It Movie Podcast. And now, your hosts, Derek and me, Mark.
Welcome back to the Or Is It Movie Podcast, where we try to find the real story behind the story. I'm Derek.
And I mean Mark.
And today we're taking a look at 1987's Jaws the Revenge. I learned when I watched this movie, it's not called Jaws 4.
No, that's not part of the title at all.
Not at all. So, welcome to the show, Lorraine Gray, Lance Guest, Mario Van Peebles. Shocking.
How has he escaped us? Yeah.
Karen Young and Michael Caine. We can welcome back Melvin Van Peebles. He was in Last Action Hero. Minor role, but... So, yeah, Mark...
Wait. I'm sorry. Are you saying this is the first time Michael Caine has...
Yes.
You'll get frequent flyer on film studies.
Yep, absolutely.
Batman, everything Christopher Nolan has done since 2007.
Pretty much. Yeah. My favorite was Going in Style, the one where he and Morgan Freeman and Alan Arkin rob a bank.
That was awesome.
That's a fun movie. That's a fun
movie.
Despite having Joey King in it.
Yeah.
A very, very young Joey King.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd never seen this movie before. This was the only thing I ever knew about this movie, and maybe you're the same. I don't know if you've seen this before. But the only way I knew about this one was the fantastic stand-up bit by the late Richard Jenny.
Oh,
have you ever heard the stand-up bit by Jaws 4? Shark beat the fucking jet to the Bahamas. Slaps his head.
Yeah. You know what? There was a time when I was listening to anything recorded stand-up that I could get my hands on, especially from the likes of a Richard Jenny.
Yeah.
And so I know I've heard that bit. It's been a long time, but
it's been a long time. And it's not really on YouTube in its full capacity. It's not the one I watched, because I watched it when he was on Just for Laughs. The Comedy Network first launched in Canada. They played nothing but Just for Laughs and Just for Laughs gags or whatever, pranks. The prank show.
Pretty much, yeah. That's it. They based their whole network on that and then
that and Corner Gas. I think
that was it. Yeah. Thank goodness for Schitt's Creek, because I don't,
So I had a VHS tape that I put on extended play, and it was like 8 hours of nothing but stand up that I would just record off the TV live, because you could watch it. Because you could watch it like at 6 o'clock, and they just replayed everything in 3 hours. So at 9 o'clock, I knew exactly what was coming on, so I would just record it then.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
So anyway, and turns out his bit is an over-exaggeration of this movie, but it's not that far off if you've ever heard it. Jaws. There's a reason why they don't make any more Jaws movies. This is the Batman and Robin of the Jaws series.
Yeah, it's going to be a while, and I don't know if they can get the shark out of retirement. They may have to do the de-aging tack, what I mean, for the Jaws to come back to the fold. I'm worried they'll do a disservice. I don't think they should.
They don't make a legacy sequel. Just pretend that 3 and 4 don't exist.
They could do. Yeah, they can pull a Halloween on this. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. All right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, so we open our movie with nothing but junk on the. I just indescribable underwater. You swear it's like the guy was swimming down to get those underwater shots and left the camera recording, and we're watching this now as part what he recorded on the way down as part of the opening. They're like, no, let's use it all. We paid this guy $10 an hour to go get that footage, so let's just use that. Yeah.
And at night, too, when you can barely see anything.
Yeah, and then we zoom in on way too close on what is supposed to be a fish eye, but you can't really tell. And then, it's a fish eye. Oh, God, it's a fish in a frying pan. Okay, well, it's like, well, I didn't know it was a fish coming out of the water, but now it's a fish. Like, I'm sorry, if we zoomed in on a fish underwater into the eyeball and then zoomed out to that fish in the pan.
Yeah.
I'm already critiquing the shots, and this is like before, like this opening. Is the credits. This is the opening. Buckle up,
Yeah, for sure. I don't eat fish. It's kind of gross to me. I believe that food should not look the same in the wild as it does on your plate.
They really should have filleted this thing for sure.
But is that how you cook fish? You just put it in the pan?
Well, you can, but then you peel everything back afterwards. It's kind of like it's like if you skin the fish and then put it in tinfoil and cooked it that way, then you peel back the tinfoil. In this case, you just cook it in the scales. Then you.
I was going to say, don't you have to descale it?
Well, you will once it's cooked. Then the scales will fall off, or
really.
Yeah. Then yeah. I'm given to understand. Never tried it. Don't want to. You know what I mean? Like I'd be happy with a pre-filleted fish cooked as the chef will.
Yeah. Like the only time I ever eat fish, it's either at a fish and chip place, or it's made by Highliner, if that even still exists.
So there's a healthy amount of batter used either way, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah. But okay, so apparently it's Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve,
Christmas.
Who knew this was a Christmas movie?
I gotta think it's around the 22nd or 23rd because there's some travel involved before the presents are opened. So
okay.
You got the carolers out. They're practicing, right?
That's true.
They're in rehearsal, so I don't think it's Christmas Eve just yet.
Yeah.
Then you have this weird scene with Mom and Sonny Boy, and I don't know the shoving and. Okay, was I the only one that picked up on?
It's a tad too playful. Yeah.
It's a little, I'm sorry, it's a tad flirty.
I know what they were going for. I know they're trying to be, that they have a lax kind of relationship.
And they're close.
They're close, blah, blah, blah. And I get that, especially with what's going to happen probably in the next 10 minutes.
Well, they got to hurry this up, and they're good. They get along, right? It's not the estranged son.
But at the same time, if you were to tell me that this was her boy toy, and this was a May to December relationship, I'd believe that too.
Based on this scene, yes, or that one of them wants it to be something. Yes, that is okay. Thank you. I didn't want to insinuate something, but I felt like I was interrupting something. Let's put it while watching this. I was like, should I leave the room? Should I fast forward? Because and I love a good Frozen Christmas band. Everyone looks so happy to be out there.
Yes, Well, I'm
singing.
Sure, based on what we see, I'm pretty sure that band leader is a Nazi.
Oh, he is such a dick.
You know what I mean? Like,
you know why they're not in time? Is because they're chattering their teeth.
Yeah.
You brought them down to the waterfront in the wintertime.
Yeah, down to the waterfront in the wintertime, the coldest place in the town. You couldn't be doing this in the church.
No.
I assume
why?
This is done by the church.
You should. Well, you would think so. Yeah. And they set up the. They set up the little the manger scene and the whole thing there, and it's like, yeah, well, what about inside? This is, the Pacific, was it northeast, right?
Sure.
Maine-ish.
Maine?
Oh, sorry, the Atlantic Northeast. Yeah. I said Pacific. That's wrong.
But
corrected.
The Pacific Northeast is England. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so it's not there. See,
it's not there. So
good to know. Good. Otherwise, this movie stops making. Oh wait, it already stopped making sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So then,
the young Brody is I don't even have his name written down. It doesn't matter. The young Brody.
I think it's Sean.
Sean, yeah. He is a police officer, and his secretary there gets a call just as he's leaving. He gets called back because there is a log blocking something in the water that needs to be moved.
Yeah, it's up against a channel marker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that really matter?
Well, you shouldn't be driving too close to those things, but if it upsets it too much, like if it's on,
I guess okay,
can maybe not be doing its job.
Your channels won't be officially marked.
That's right, and you just don't want a log you can't see there.
That's true.
Yeah, that close to the surface, it's just not great for the old engines.
Yeah. Okay, so he goes out to remove the log. He gets attacked and killed by the shark. No one can hear him because of all the singing on the thing on the shoreline, because that's where you would do your rehearsal, like we talked about. And that sets up your movie. That's the cold open, basically.
Now, hold on just a second before we go.
Okay. I got more to talk about this, but yes, go ahead.
So do I.
Because I wonder if you have the same question I do.
Oh, well. So if we fast forward and then come back a bit.
Okay.
We fast forward to find out really that our main character, Ellen, thinks that the shark is out to get her family.
Yes.
Okay, that's the premise of this whole movie.
Yeah, that's the driving force behind this plot, yes.
To which I would ask, dear Ellen, so this was a trap set up by a shark?
Yes.
Meaning a shark moved a hydro pole, because that's what it is, it's a cut log, let's face it, moved a hydro pole up against a channel marker in just such the right fashion that it knew that A, someone would see it, B, that someone would then call the authorities to have it removed, not, say someone who works on the docks.
Yeah.
And then, C, the exact person that the shark wants from the police force will come. Then, after all of that brilliance is put into place, the shark, an animal who needs to keep moving in order to breathe, lies in wait patiently.
Yes.
Because we do cut to an underwater shot where it's just sitting still.
Yes.
So I guess it was holding its breath, patiently waiting.
Go ahead. I'm enjoying this. Go ahead.
Yeah. Patiently waiting like Wile E. Coyote, waiting for the Roadrunner to step into his well-laid trap and then pounce.
This, dear Ellen, is the waiting game.
Yes.
The waiting game sucks. Let's play Hungry Hippos.
So had there been a smaller junior shark, would have been the hunting lesson.
Yes, this would have been the Sylvester the cat training his young ward how to catch the kangaroo. This
has all the elegant.
By the way, that's a pull from the old school.
Yeah, that is a pull. That is. So I said Wile E. Coyote, but it could just as easily been like the shark is like Elmer Fudd, like I'm hunting bloaties. You know what I mean? Like,
I posit one more crazy thing. It wasn't that he waited for somebody to call the police office. I posit, if this movie is going to go as crazy as it does, that the shark called.
Oh my God. There it is. The missing piece of the puzzle. Thank you. If it actually mattered, I would edit my notes and add that instead of someone. They called it in. Holy smoke! Yeah. This just gets deeper and deeper. This conspiracy.
Yeah.
Don't tell Ellen. She'll freak out. You know.
He had his Apple C phone, and then.
Can I borrow your phone?
See, fun? All I have to do is call in the phone.
Just phone it in.
Phone it in.
So wait, hang on. Wait, it gets deeper. There's a reason why the other guy couldn't do it. He was across town. Oh, aha! It gets deeper. Oh my gosh, I'm putting it together.
Okay.
There may have been a second shark. Because because when they get the call at the police office, there already was a disturbance across town with cow tippers.
Oh, okay.
I think the shark sent somebody to go tip some cows to call that deputy away, so that way Sean would be the only one left to answer the call.
Well, and the only problem with this is the shark probably spent too much time setting everything up. That's why Sean was just about to leave his shift. It's like, oh, I gotta move. I gotta get this pole over to this buoy really quick. Oh, I gotta get it over there because. Oh, team, I'm running late. Oh my God. He's like Doc Brown trying to set up the DeLorean. He's like, damn. You know?
Marty, you gotta help me. You gotta go tip some cows across town. You know? I say there was a second shark. Maybe I'm just under Ellen's paranoia.
Or maybe the cows are in on it. Maybe this is a whole animal conspiracy thing and the cows tip themselves.
Self-tipping cows? No. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. That's a little bit too far.
Stupid.
That's just come on, get your head out of your ass, you know. But honestly, that is the premise of this whole movie. She believes that this thing set an elaborate trap and series of events in motion to lure her son into a false sense of security.
And not only that, but the shark is still coming after their family.
And that was just step one of the nefarious plan.
Yeah.
What was next? Was there another buoy over okay, now the mom has to come out. You know what I mean?
It was to lure her to the Bahamas, obviously.
Oh, that's good.
Because that's where Michael is.
That's true. The shark would already know where the second child is. Okay. Kill the first one. Make her flee. Where's she going to go? Into the arms of her other son. Well, you know what?
This movie came out in 87. Jaws 3 came out in 83. So the shark has had, 4 years
to plot,
to do all of its research, and plot and plan.
So do you think the shark was cool? You know how they said that the water was too warm for the sharks? Do you think he was just on the edge of the cold warm zone, but in he put
binoculars?
He's got binoculars on. Maybe he's wearing a fedora. You know what I mean? He's
got a trench coat.
Trench coat and a fedora a la Raphael, and then it's just kind of chilling and watching me like, aha, I found you. No mother though, so well, no
problem. I can drawing board.
yeah, it's got a little underwater cork board with pins and yarn
and string going to different
string. He's got 2 pieces of yarn over Dad's face, right? He's got 2. Scratch one. And so in between, on his way to the Bahamas, he stopped by the cork port again, scratch Sonny Boy. All right, that's scratch 2. 2 more to go, you know?
Yeah.
I'll get you, Ellen Brody. You know, Willem Dafoe as the shark, I would have believed it. If he was just doing the voice, why not? You know?
Kill Spider-Man! I mean, Brody family!
Yeah, exactly. We're not so different, you and I, Ellen. You know. Like, oh, so yes, so of course, falling into the trap, she gets on a plane. Apparently, is able to find a plane trip to the Bahamas at Christmas time immediately.
It's 1987, dude. It's
That's true. She probably smoked the whole way on the plane. You know what I mean? Like, that's how the shark followed the plane too, just a plume of smoke all the way down.
Yeah. She was in the smoking half of the plane. No.
Yeah. Exactly.
God, we were dumb back then.
Oh yeah. So my next note says, "I love a good family chat in the middle of traffic," but that's I think when Michael comes to. Is it Maine? No, Amityville. Is it Maine?
Amityville, New Jersey, I think.
Is it? Oh, New Jersey.
Maybe.
Okay,
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
So there's Jersey Shore kids. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, any state.
So, yeah. Any coastal town, USA. Yeah. So, right. That's right. The son comes, right, because of the funeral. So the son comes to Amityville with his daughter and his wife,
and then
for the
convinces
funeral
the mother to come back with them to the Bahamas.
So, and now this is why it's not a Christmas Eve movie, because they do all of this and they're in the Bahamas, like they full on shark attack, autopsy.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Christmas
funeral
in the Bahamas,
and then they're unwrapping presents in the sand. So yeah. So that's why we when we see the band, they're just warming up,
unwrapping presents in the sand. That's like a Christmas song you would find on the Baha Men album.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Or like, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So that's what I said. That's why I said I love a good family chat in the middle of traffic, because they're crossing a street. We're doing the walk and talk, right?
Yes.
What would later inspire Aaron Sorkin. Then but they stop right in the middle of the road to make points. I'm like, get the fuck out of the way. Like,
your Canadian is showing. Dude, you got to get out the road, you tit fucker.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to channel an American, get the fuck out of the road, but really big. Could you please move, honk,
hey,
please?
Get the fuck out of the road.
Don't be a hoser.
Oh, that jaywalking ticket going to cost you like 80 cents there, eh?
Yeah, that's going to cost you at least 2 Timmies, for the jaywalking ticket. It's no crawler for you. So so she wants her son. She a couple of times accosts her son with a change of career request.
Yeah, he's just supposed to just give up everything that he's been working on and just leave.
Yeah. Stop being a marine biologist. Just go be a bricklayer or something.
Yeah.
Something terrestrial.
And move from the Bahamas.
Right. So she wants her son to move out of the water. So she stares out over the water when we see her grieving.
Yeah.
Then takes a ferry ride to catch a plane ride over water to then land in the Bahamas islands surrounded by water.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where Richard Jenny thing come in. It's like, wouldn't the solution be get an apartment?
Yeah.
The shark is after your family. Okay, just don't go in the water.
There's
get a room on the 35th floor of an apartment building and just live your life. You'll be fine.
And as a bonus, no apartments with swimming pools. Just why chance it? Chance it?
Just on the off chance.
Yeah. Does it come with a hot tub? Okay, I guess I probably won't use it. But.
And you know what? Quick showers. That's all I'm saying.
That's yeah. Whore's bath. There you go. Just
she just got bad BO for the rest of her life.
Yeah. She's resorting to whore's baths all her life. Would you like water with dinner? No. Oh no. No. See at table 12. That's Ellen Brody. Do not pour water. Just go straight into wine. Do not. We are turning off the water service for that meal. Just table 12. Don't worry about it.
Last time we poured water on her table, she freaked out for 12 minutes.
Yeah, she threw it at me. It was no. Just the empty glass.
Yeah.
She poured the water on the ground, stomped on it as if it had hurt her, and then threw the glass at me. So
apparently there's no direct flights to the Bahamas because they have to get a connecting flight through Michael Caine. In a puddle.
Through Michael Caine's service, not through Michael. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
We're going to start here at me bumhole, and then we're going to go all the way out through me mouth.
I've been waiting for the mean Michael Caine impression.
I miss it so. Dear listener, I'm warning you now. I'm going to want to do it. I'm going to do it. I know it's not the best, but I have fun, so I hope you have fun with me. Let's go.
You can do your own. You can get the accent. Just say, my cocaine. Really
Michael
quickly.
Caine. There we go. Michael Caine. Right, you got to introduce yourself. Hello, my name is Michael Caine. And then once you do it, you have it. And here we go. We're in my plane, right? And you see, did I tell you about the time I almost killed a bunch of paragliders while bringing this hot chick and her son into the Bahamas? That's how that next scene goes, because they are flying really ridiculously low, and there's paragliders like all around. I was like, jeepers Christ! What are you doing?
You want to see what I can do? And then he starts fucking stunt flying the plane.
Yeah. He puts on the hat with the goggles and plays Flight of the Valkyries in the cabin.
Never mind the fact that this woman just buried her son and is going through emotional trauma. Yeah. You want to do some barrel rolls?
Yeah. Oh, I should have let the wee one drive.
He hands over the controls to the little girl.
Yeah. It's just like driving a car.
So for a while, nothing happens. Do you have anything until the plot actually picks up?
Yeah. You know, but Michael Caine. All right, I'm back.
Yeah.
He says about the Bahamas, your first time is the best. After that, you know everything and nothing is as good. I'm like, is he talking about the Bahamas or sex with my wife? Hello! I'm not married. Okay. So
anymore.
And neither anymore, yeah. And now we know why. But neither is, and of course, neither is Michael Caine. And so, of course, we have the love interest.
Yes.
Sort of starting
There's
here.
A scene, like they go to like a double date, and
I got more between that.
No, I know, but I'm just mentioning this because, like, so Michael Brody and his wife, who I'm calling Titty Brody, because let's face it, there's one distinguishing characteristic about this woman, and it ain't her acting. The fact that she's an artist too, which is where she's a metal sculpting artist. Whatever. So
we'll come back. Okay. You know what? All right, let's talk about that.
No. Hang on. I just want to get to this because they all go to a party. To Mario Van Peebles' wife is having a birthday or whatever. They all go to celebrate. Michael Caine goes out with them as like Ellen's date.
Yeah.
And so they have sort of the porch meet cute or the porch goodnight scene where they kiss and say goodnight while Michael Brody and his wife are instigating sex. And I'm like,
I have that.
I don't think I could have sex with my wife if I could hear Michael Caine laughing outside my window.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Michael Caine and I'm British and charming. I don't think I could, perform to my best, let me say.
I have a similar note. I said, yes, honey, I will have sex with you while my mother is just on the other side of this wall where Michael Caine is trying to rail her, Yeah. Did I ever tell you about the time that I had sex with this little bird on a doorstep while his son was inside fucking his wife? Like that's the thing. Him and his stories. So that's why I keep framing these in this because it's
he keeps telling these weird stories.
And he starts them and he doesn't even finish some of them. So like, my character has to have a hook. Well, I have the plane flying. That's pretty good. But you know what? Maybe he's just going to start stories and never finish them.
I wonder if he went to the directors like, look, I have this idea. Yeah.
Okay.
I probably got the wrong accent, but I don't care. It's like, what if
Michael
my
Caine?
character...
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. What if my character just started stories and never finished them?
Yeah. Like there was this one time I was filming this with this bloke Nolan. Anyway, I gotta go.
And the director's just like, "It's Jaws the Revenge Dude. Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care."
Yeah, we may not even release this piece of garbage. I don't care.
He turns to his assistant director and goes, "What the fuck did he just say?" I can't understand a fucking word he says.
That's why I just keep saying yes. Go ahead. I don't know what he's asking for, but he's Michael Caine.
No one's going to watch this piece of shit, so who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I'm sure he knows what he's doing. That's why they hired the guy. Yeah. Yeah. Every scene he's done.
But you know what? I think he'd make a good Alfred one day.
Yeah. What do you think, Chris?
He's writing something in his... Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Chris, the PA, he's just getting to start. Yeah. Oh, he's going to be good at everything,
I have a note here.
I do.
I'm Michael Caine. Kiss me because I said so.
So when we meet Mario Van Peebles...
Yes.
Okay, so we get to the Bahamas. We almost kill some paragliders. We meet Mario Van Peebles, and he instantly is like bitching at Mike for, now was it 3 days behind on our work?
Yeah.
Because my brother died.
Yeah, we're 3 days behind because your brother died.
Yeah, I just recently went through something similar. Yeah. Not with my brother, but with my mom. And I got 3 days behind on my work, but guess what? No one said a damn thing.
Yeah.
Because they respect me in the workplace, I guess. Van Peebles' character, nope. Jake, is it Jake?
Jake, yeah. Because it's so hard to dive underwater and tag clams.
And, yeah, and they both know how to do the job. Van Peebles could have done it. What did he need Mike for? To be the other guy jaw-jacking him from out of the water?
Yeah.
Because that's all that seems to be the other guy's job. When one guy's in the water, the other guy is up out of the water just jaw-jacking and making fun of him.
Yeah.
Like he's just chirping him. That's it. That's the only job? How is this part of your study?
While you're down there, I'm railing your mom over the side of the... And there's 2 other guys that could do it.
They could, I'm sure they could make the jokes. Give these guys a chance. Give them the mic, have an amateur hour. That's fine.
Yeah.
Every stand-up needs a good amateur night to get going. Like, come on.
Yeah.
What if one of these other guys is funnier? Maybe that's why they weren't doing it. Maybe you know what I mean? Maybe the guy that was on the top roof lookout guy, the guy who was always up high.
What was that guy's job? To sit up on top of the boat and look out for... I guess Michael Caine doing buzz flybys.
Yeah, maybe he could wave at him and hand him his lunch, because he flies so low. Like, all right, the tuna fish this time. And he just holds his arm up.
If you get me some bangers and mash, that'd be fantastic.
That'd be kind of messy to hold up the plate, but whatever.
You can put it in a bag, Mark.
Bag lunch, if bangers and mash in a bag. Baggers and mash, I guess. That's what that would be.
Baggers and mash, yeah.
Baggers and mash, yeah. Yep. My $1 million idea. I'm going to go up a food truck in England.
But the shark kind of attacks the boat. And the mother can sense it, I guess. Because she's at a festival. She's at like a Bohemian... There's a Bohemian Christmas festival. I forget what it's called.
Well, this is her, right. Her and Brody, not Brody. Hoagie. Hoagie's Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their first date.
Yeah. And
they go flying.
But then they're walking through the festival where everyone's dancing. And that's when the shark attacks, and so she kind of stops, like she's getting like a sixth sense, like, oh, my son is in trouble and the shark is attacking, but I'm not going to let on that anything is wrong yet.
Wait,
that's the next scene.
Sorry, I got to correct you on that. I'm sorry, because my note says she steps in the water and her sharky sense goes off. So I think she's playing.
Oh, this is where she's playing on the beach with her granddaughter. Yeah.
With
Michael Caine,
her granddaughter. Yeah, and this is her and Michael Caine having a meet cute chitty chat kind of. They walk like 3 feet down the beach and then turn around and walk right back because they're like, oh yeah, we got a kid here. So yeah, but yeah, she steps in the water and it's like I could see the waves going from her head like they drew in the Spider-Man comics. Yeah, and the Spidey sense would go off. I can almost see them just. Then we cut back to the boys doing their experiment, and they're talking about how they're running out of funding. Excuse me. Now, another quick addition of if I were
okay.
I've never been a researcher, but if I were a researcher doing experiments, and then we ran out of funding, experiment's over. That is all the data we can collect now, because I got to eat.
That's why you're not a researcher.
I guess not. Yeah. I'm not willing to put in the free labor for the science.
Well, but you need to complete your research in order to get more funding.
But they ran out of funding, so they can't eat to complete the research.
Did you hear them? They spend it all on bullshit, like most researchers do.
Well, that's true. The other reason I'm not a researcher is the same reason that they're out of funding. They spend it all on beer. So... Yeah, now see, what I need to do is get into beer-related experiments. Then I'd have paper after paper after paper written eventually.
Yeah.
But paper after. Oh yeah. This paper brought to you by the good people at Alexander Keith's.
Yeah. I have a note here. If this kid doesn't die in the next scene, we're wasting a lot of time in this shark movie. Because there is a long period of time at the beginning of this movie, after the opening kill, where there's no shark attack.
No, I got another note about their flying scene. When they do go on their first date and he takes her flying.
Yeah.
Because after the beach scene, she's like, how much to go up in your plane? And he goes, it depends on where you want to go. So we know what the price really is.
Well, my love, it depends on where you want to go.
Yeah, he's got that sticker on his plane, right?
Yeah.
Gas, grass, or you know what. Yeah, no one flies for free. So
I do have autopilot.
But it's funny because they do the same thing they would do in older movies when in driving scenes where they got a green screen behind them.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but whoever filmed that
clearly that, yeah.
But it's super low. Like they are right above. Like it is crazy how low they're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as soon as the camera turns, they're high up in the air again. I don't know if you noticed that. Like out the window, they're super low, but if they turn and he's out, you look out of his window, they're way the hell up in the sky again.
Yeah, and then any outside the plane shots, they're just above the everything, right? Yeah. It's really funny, but yeah, especially when she's flying, it is like right, just like she's doing a pilot the bombardier, you know.
And like you said earlier, there's all those paragliders that are in the way, and I keep imagining he has like a rubber stamp, and every time they hit a paraglider, he reaches out the window and stamps another one on the side of his plane.
Yeah. So every time he returns, he's got the paintbrush out, and he's doing.
Yeah.
How many did you get? How did you get? I got 3 this time. You know, I would have had 4, but you know, I don't count twins. I don't. I just don't. I think that's cheating.
Cheating.
And then we go to, because you're right, not much happens. I guess they fly to the festival? I don't know, because then in the middle of the carnival, then her shark sense goes off again, and I think this is where the attack happens, right?
I think this is where Jake gets attacked.
Located between the Hall of Justice and the Brady Bunch house is the worldwide headquarters of the 70s versus the 80s podcast, where they tackle such controversial subjects as...
What song featured the drummer's girlfriend moaning as she was getting busy with the lead singer?
You'll never guess which Muppet was drafted number 1.
What was your favorite Halloween costume? Darth Vader in a ski jacket or Spider-Man in a ski jacket? Listen to the 70s versus the 80s podcast everywhere. FM, AM, and maybe even VHS?
No. Mike, it's a podcast. None of those are true.
Where Jake is under the water. Yeah, because they go back out. So Michael knows that there's a shark. He doesn't say anything. The mother can sense it, but she doesn't say anything. So they go back out the next day and they're like, okay, we need to do our research with the underwater snails. And we also need to look out for this shark.
Yep.
But they do the snails first. Because they say, okay, we'll do the snails until lunch, then we'll look for the shark. And I'm like, that's the wrong order.
Okay? Yeah.
Okay. What you should be doing is checking to see that there's no shark.
Yeah.
Then look for the snails.
Yeah.
Because if you do it the other way, the way that you're going to do it, what's going to happen is what happens, and you get sneak attacked by a shark, despite having an underwater radar that detects it. But that's a whole other issue.
Well, yeah, because so we get three major scenes before Mike tells anybody. The first one is the initial one, I think that what you were referring to, where it bites the boat.
Yeah.
And then comes out of the water and roars.
Yes, the shark roars in this movie.
The shark has developed roaring powers, yes.
And it's the same roar that the default monster would use on the old He-Man cartoons.
Yes, just it is.
Muted a little bit. It's not as prominent, but it's muted.
Yes,
but I caught it.
He-Man threw many of these creatures to safely dispose of them and not kill them because it was a cartoon.
Yeah.
But they got their comeuppance, right, and ran away.
I'll throw in that sound effect if I can find it.
Oh, please do. Yeah. So that one, yeah, it comes out and roars. But that one, the first time, Mario Van Peebles, Jake is underwater and it goes right by him.
No, Michael's underwater. He gets...
No. The first one, Jake is underwater.
I thought the second one, Jake was underwater because he was checking for the shark.
Well, the second occurrence is when they lure it. So they're both everyone's above water, and then they get the chum. They got one of their extras.
Oh, that's right.
To do the chum, and then they rig the tracker, and then they put the tracker on. So now they got it. But that's where you have Mike holding Jake on the rope, and he leans out, and he has to be pulled back in, but he does stab the thing that's definitely not going to fall off.
Yeah.
This 3-foot tube that's on a little tiny hook that's definitely not going anywhere. So dumb. And then the third occurrence is...
That's when Michael's in the water.
He's in the water, and that's when when basically, you're right.
God.
They should have looked for the shark first, because if you were looking for the shark after lunch, you might become lunch. And so... Yeah.
This is where he's walking along and he sees the shark and he calls out to Jake. He's like, Jake! And I'm like, what? Okay, what's Jake supposed to do from the boat? Why are you calling out to him?
Oh, that's at the end.
No. This is before he jumps into the shipwreck, I guess, where he hides from the shark. But the shark...
Mike is underwater?
Mike is underwater, and it's like, why are you calling out to Jake? What's Jake going to do? Dive in after you?
Yeah.
No, it's a shark. Like,
is he gonna hold aloft his magic sword and say the words and then jump into the and then one more roar from the mighty beast? Go ahead and put that
a bigger boat.
Yeah. So he jumps in. What is he going to do? Jump in, play the roaring sound one more time for me, please, and then he just throws it out of the water. I guess like like that. Like yeah.
No,
exactly.
No. He picks it up, spins it around.
Oh yeah.
And then makes it all
so that it lands all dizzy. Yeah.
And it lands in a pool jail. That's what.
that's right. Behind some rocks that conveniently lock it in, and yeah. But Jake, though, speaking of Jake, is quite the engineer. He manages to put a transmitter into a waterproof tube without connecting the wires.
Yeah.
He takes the transmitter out, pulls up some wires, then he just shoves the thing back in. He didn't connect them.
No.
So there's loose wires in there with his
magic.
Wow. I guess, you know what? I guess I'm not the electrical engineer I thought I was, apparently. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So I just have this exchange. It's like, I can't let you go back in the water with that giant... Because Michael comes out when he gets out of the boat and he gets away from the shark. Because he's underwater, he's running away from the shark. And I'm like, oh no, I hope he doesn't trip on the bottom of the ocean. Like he's running away from Jason Voorhees or something. But he doesn't.
Yeah.
But he eventually gets out of the water and he immediately wants to go back in. Because the shark leaves. And he's like, I can't let you go. And Jake is like, I can't let you go back in the water with that giant shark that wants to eat more, that wants nothing more to eat you and your family. And he's like, but I want to. And Jake's like, okay, Mom. Just can't argue that.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, and he pulls up the old phrase, well, you get back on the horse, otherwise you'll never get off. But usually when you fall off the horse doesn't try to eat you.
Yeah.
Like, sure, you'll break some shit. And yes, it would be terrifying to fall off a horse and, maybe get hit or just hurt yourself. But the horse doesn't turn around and start coming for you and your family. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The horse doesn't turn around, I'll get you, Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like, it's... Willem Dafoe horse. I have, before the underwater chase scene, which is what I called what you talked about, I have, the exchange of the movie. He gets into a fight with his wife over the garbage. And all I have is, Mike, why is it my responsibility? Her. Because. And then I just have a note that says, marriage.
Yeah. That's the end of that fight.
Yep, because that's full stop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is where the mother finds out that the Mike knew about it. And then there's a huge fight about that.
No, it's not till after the big art reveal.
Okay, well, let's get to that then.
Yeah, because my next note says I don't... I do have a note about the underwater chase scene.
Okay.
So we follow Mike through this boat. And he's in some larger corridors, hallways, rooms, whatever.
Sure.
But then he goes up one specific, like up one deck through a very small, like basically fit for one person to go up and down a ladder, right?
Yep.
And the shark followed him somehow when he barely fit through himself.
Not only can this shark not move and still stay alive, but he can also squeeze through fucking man-sized doors.
Yeah, think thin.
The shark coming up on a door just goes.
Yeah, just breathes out a lot. You make himself thinner. I waited till after for lunch.
It's a good thing I sprinted all the way down here from Maine.
Yeah.
All the way down to the Bahamas. I lost a lot of weight on that trip.
Lost a lot. Yeah, exactly.
Which takes, like Richard Jenny points out, it takes the same amount of time, if not less, because the shark beats the mother on the jet to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
So
the shark already had time to stake out where her son works.
Yeah, pretty much.
Again, I guess, Go back to the beginning of the podcast for a nefarious plan.
Yeah, of course.
This movie helps me decide that I don't get art. Not this type of media. I
decided that years ago.
I'm not sure what this statue's supposed to be or how it's supposed to represent the good people of the Bahamas, but somehow some random pieces of metal welded together and painted blood red is now a symbol of...
it's a good thing this white woman came down to put the Bahamas into art, because it's not like the native people of the Bahamian people would know what the spirit of the islands would be. If it was put in art form. Thank God this white woman came down and did this.
Exactly, and told them what was what. Yeah. And, I mean, thank goodness she brought some talent to an obviously talentless island where no one else... There's no people in the Bahamas whatsoever that could have done worked the magic that she did with what the fuck is this? I've actually, at my line of business now, my line of business, it's like it's mine. At my job, I've actively said no to artists like this. And I think in the back of my mind, this movie is partially why. Like, part of it is that we don't sell pieces out of our yard.
Okay.
And then I also had them not beg for, but have them ask, well, it's for art, meaning that I should immediately just offer up whatever they want for free, even though it's not mine to give away.
Yeah.
I'm not the owner who paid people to bring their scrap.
Yeah.
See, but I should just give it away to the arts.
That's the difference between being, in this movie, Bahamian, and where your example being Bohemian.
I think so. So. Yeah. Well, obviously, it took this white Bohemian to tell the Bahamians.
Yes.
What was what? Yeah.
I have a note here.
Now we have the shark attack.
Yeah, I have a note here. Those are quite the power shoulders.
Which one?
The dress the mother is wearing.
Oh, yes.
With the what do they call those? I forget what they call them.
Like the Jackie Onassis glasses and the hat and the
just the shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads.
Sticking out like she's a Marvel villain. You know.
Yeah,
like she's
like Hela.
Like it should have a cape flowing off of it. You know?
Kind
of like He-Man, from like Dolph Lundgren in Masters of the Universe.
Yeah. She her hat should have some sort of horns on it or something.
Yeah,
but to be fair, 1987. I mean,
it is
shoulder
1987.
pads.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Now, granted, she's in the Bahamas and she looks like she's dressed for the Kentucky Derby.
Very true.
Which, by the way, you have the clothing landlocked activity. Maybe you should try it. Maybe you should move to Kentucky. I hear the people are really nice. They've got this thing with the horses going on. Like we already discussed, you might fall off one, but it won't try and eat you and your family. I think it's a good fit.
They're known for specifically colored grass.
Yeah, exactly. That's not blood red.
Yeah. It's not the blue water state.
No, exactly.
The blue grass state, anyway.
Yeah. So it's definitely not the Pacific Northwest. I know that. That much. Yeah.
So the granddaughter goes out on this little floaty thing with her friends, and the shark comes into shallow water specifically to go after the little girl. Mrs. grabs an older woman that saves the little girl.
Yeah, he grabs a stunt double. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes back out into the water, and this is what prompts Ellen, and I love this. She sees a boat down the way, runs to it, gets on the boat, and starts chasing the shark. And I'm like, what are you going to do? Track down the shark and ask to speak to its manager?
Yeah.
She becomes Shark Karen at this point.
Shark Karen.
She's got the hairdo. She's got the power shoulders. She's on like, holy shit.
Yeah, exactly. She got the power shoulders and the power pantsuit, so it's time for the power trip. Let's go. Yeah. I want to talk to your manager. Yeah.
So at this point, Michael and Jake get into a motorboat, and they go chasing after her. They pass by Michael Caine, and they're like, have you seen Ellen? No, I haven't seen her. Well, she's in the boat. We're looking for her. Okay, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, there's no way. I've been I don't go out on boats a lot, but I've been on a small motorboat. You would not hear shit out of that conversation. Usually when someone is yelling at you when you're driving by in a motorboat, all you hear is, yes, I am, because you can't hear anything over the motorboat.
That's
the little engine is too loud.
It's a little gas-powered engine. Now, water does carry sound, and I got to admit, the only reason I would say this scene works is because they were yelling at each other 3 feet from each other.
Well, that's why I said if
they do come alongside.
Sound, but
no, but they basically come alongside and they're still yelling.
Yeah, but they have, but they drive right by them. They don't slow down at all, and they have a very long conversation for the quick amount of time that they were passing them to.
I mean, you're right somehow, and also they kind of. Like, I don't know, did maybe his voice bouncing off of that warm Bahamian water somehow dilute the accent? And Well, you've fallen out. But then it just sort of over the water. It's like, well, you're not going to find her like that. I mean, the ocean's pretty large. We should probably
stretches it out a bit, so it takes.
It just sort of, yeah. It's almost like some weird overdubbing, like
some weird anti-English filter. Is that
it dubs it into American for them, So, for this white guy in the Bahamas needs to hear the British white guy in the Bahamas.
So you're saying the ocean around the Bahamian Islands has voice correcting AI? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, if it also has
in 1987,
yeah. Well, it's either yes, because it also has alert the lady that the shark that's coming for her family is in the same vicinity as she is now that she has stepped in the water.
That's true. That's very true.
So yeah, why not?
there are a lot of magic beans in this movie. I have a note here. I think it's the shark attacks the mother.
Okay, sorry. Before we
go ahead.
Sorry, I just have one thing about what you just said.
Sure,
because you're right. They do eventually, through their conversation that they can hear over the engine, decide that instead of continuing on a boat in the same trajectory that she went, it would be quicker for both of them to dock both their boats.
Yes,
drive to the airport, do the pre-flight on the plane. Then take off, and then go look for your mother. That's the equivalent of like, oh no, where's mom? Let me grab a quick hour-long power nap, and I'll go look for her right after that. Like that somehow is quicker.
Yes, yeah. They both go dock their boats, get in a plane, and start flying.
You know what? I'm coming around to what you were saying.
I'm just gonna skip the pre-checks here because I know we're on a time crunch.
I just came back from hitting free paragliders, and no, twins don't count. But but maybe you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe they didn't actually hear him. They just went along with his idea, and then they're like halfway, half an hour later, they're in the van going like, "Shit, I didn't realize this was his plan." I know I couldn't understand him either over the engine. I don't know. I didn't know what he was really saying. I just followed his boat. I thought he knew where she was. Next thing I know, we're docking. We're getting in the car.
So they're on the boat. They eventually find her, and the shark attacks the boat, and I wrote down, "Oh, a shark, I do declare." I don't know why. I think that's her reaction. Like, that's the reaction she gives to the shark attack, attack.
Yes, she goes looking for the shark, and then when it rears its head and says hello, then she looks away disgusted, like, "Oh, how could you?" It's like, how could you?
This is what you were looking for.
This is what you were doing, if you recall.
So
one boat, van ride, and plane ride later, here you are.
So they find Michael Caine finds them. They land the plane next to the boat, and all of a sudden they just say the shark is attracted to the electromagnetism in the plane. And I'm like, are you sure it's not attracted to the electromagnetism in Michael Caine?
Yeah, woo. Did I ever tell you the story of when I was deep diving? I was scuba diving, right? And I got befelled on by two octopuses. It was the weirdest 16 way I ever had.
And yes, it's big enough for them to do that.
And and I'll tell you why I finished that story. It's because I finished in that story. You know what I'm saying?
All of a sudden, Michael Caine has turned into Austin Powers.
No, he turns into his dad from Austin Powers' dad from Austin Powers.
Yes, yeah. Shat on a turtle.
Yeah. I took a Viagra. It got stuck in my throat. I've had a stiff neck all day. Hello, I love that line.
I took a Viagra before class, and now it's hard to pay attention. All right.
Hey! So my next note. Yes. Yeah, my next note just says, "Good idea, Mom. Now you done got Jake killed." But I know. Yeah, I wrote that when. Yeah. That allegedly happens.
Yeah, because the boat's sinking, and Jake goes out to drop a bomb into the shark's mouth, a la the previous Jaws movie. He does drop the bomb in the shark's mouth, but he also in this version, he falls out, right? So after the initial shark attack, the boat is taking on water and it's sinking. So I believe Michael Caine goes down to sort of bail out the boat.
Yeah, the engine stalls because it's drowning, so they have to bail the water.
And Ellen is up top, and he keeps yelling at her, Ellen, do this, Ellen, do this. And she's just staring off into the distance looking for the shark, and I'm like, fucking women, never pay attention.
Oh! Well, that's because she was remembering parts of movies she wasn't there for.
I have that. She's flashing back to things that she never saw.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of her superpowers.
Yeah. Like, she's clearly psychic at this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I have a note here, set the bomb off. Set off the bomb. Set off the bomb. Set off the bomb. Set off the goddamn bomb!
Oh, yeah, he's playing with it.
They wait forever to
But there's no bomb. There's no bomb. In the first one, they very cleverly shove like an oxygen tank, something contents under pressure, and then they blow it with a gun, right, causing the explosion. Sure.
Yeah.
There's a reason why when we get those at the scrapyard, those have to get set aside because if they go in the crusher, people will die.
Yes.
Or could die. So that made sense. This, they rigged up, well, I'm going to put this in, and it's just going to drive them nuts. It just does like a bzzz, pew! It just makes like a noise, and this...
It's kind of like, it's like giving the shark tinnitus.
So essentially, to put it in 1987 terms, it's basically like they turned a ghetto blaster on, shoved it down its throat, and for some reason, hitting that with a boat all of a sudden makes it explode. What?
Yeah, so they go after it and they poke it with the bow of the ship, and they stab it and it just explodes.
Yeah, she's like ramming speed and just
and then so then all hunky dory. The shark is dead
in a big way.
Yeah,
like its head gets blown off from this little thing that was supposed to annoy the shark to just. I don't know what is on the end of that boom that's that's on the bow.
Nitroglycerin.
And I was going to say, was there? Did the shark leave some TNT there, and he had the plunger, and he was going to like set it off, and oh no, hoisted by my own petard, blown up by my own TNT, right?
Eat TNT, they said. It'll be fun.
Yeah. I was supposed to use it on the boat. No. Yeah.
So she gets back on the plane, and then Michael Caine is, let me tell you about the time that I flew off into the sunset with this pretty young bird. No, not young, but, pretty bird that sucked my cock while I was flying the plane. I mean, we fell in love and lived happily ever after. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more, say no more.
Yeah, really. Before she gets on the plane, she invites everyone to Amityville to visit, and I'm like, let's take that line again. Shouldn't it be Arizona?
Yeah, I'm going to move to El Paso, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Join me in Phoenix, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard Death Valley is nice this time of year.
yeah, exactly. The scorpions leave you alone. There's no sharks,
Either that or I'm moving to, I don't know, fucking Denver.
Yeah.
The mile-high city.
Yeah.
Furthest point you can get from the fucking ocean.
Exactly. My next vacation, Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yeah. Become a Rockies fan. I think they just started.
Yeah. I'm going to join Tom Cruise and just start free climbing everything I can get my hands on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to start a business with a helicopter. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. So just a couple of things on this movie. A crucial subplot involved Hoagie smuggling drugs onto the island. I don't know if you caught this, but
Yeah.
There's a point where Michael says, "What exactly do you do?" And he's like, I carry laundry.
I deliver laundry, wink, wink. Yeah.
Yeah. The scenes were shot and then deleted in post-production because it took away from the main premise involving the shark. Joy.
Yeah.
Imagine that. But apparently in the novelization, it's in full detail.
Oh, they had to you pad out your book?
First off, there's a novelization of Jaws the Revenge. This is back in the 80s where if you didn't see the movie when it came out in theaters, it wasn't coming out for a good 6 to 8 months. So sometimes if you didn't see the movie, you read the book. I had Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3 in novel form.
Yeah, you had 6 to 8 months to read the novelization.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember lining up at the library to rent Jaws. Okay, I couldn't say that. I'm sorry, I couldn't lie like that.
This allegedly cost between $23 and $30 million, one of the most expensive movies of 1987.
And most of it went to Michael Caine.
Probably.
And his cocaine.
Michael Caine is
Michael Caine, your cocaine. Yes.
Michael Caine is in the Guinness Book of World Records under the category Most Told Anecdotes for his story about how he has never seen this movie, and he has seen but he has seen the house that it paid for.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Which by the time this was posted, he had last told this story publicly 174 times.
Wow.
Yeah. Website TV.
Hopefully that, maybe if he gets bored of telling that story, maybe he can say, I've never seen the movie, but I have heard the podcast about it on Oh, Is It? You know what I mean? Tell that 174 times, Mike. We need the boost. Let's go.
I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
The website TV Tropes coined the term voodoo shark, which is defined as an attempt to explain away a plot hole that ends up falling flat. The name of this trope refers to a deleted plot point in this film, which explained the shark's motivation.
No.
Being the result of a curse by a voodoo witch doctor seeking revenge on the Brody family after a disagreement with Michael.
Is it that, or is it because of the shitty art? Is that what the disagreement was about? We don't know.
Much like how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop, the world may never know. So, as always on this show, we try to find the real story behind the story, Mark.
Or is it the worst advertisement the Tourism Board of the Bahamas ever put out? Come for the beaches, stay for the shitty art and shark attacks.
Yeah.
Bahamas.
And low-flying planes.
Yeah. Thrills, danger.
Dangerously low-flying planes.
Yeah, mostly stuff you can't avoid and is out to kill you, but, Yeah, you think you're safe in the water? Nope, sharks. You think you're safe up in the air? Nope, Brody. No, sorry, Hoagie.
Hoagie, yeah.
Yeah. Or is it the story of a middle-aged man down on his luck who has his luck changed when the minute a widow with a shark complex comes into his life? It is kind of their story. Like you said, we don't spend a lot of time with the shark, but we spend a lot of time watching them meet cute, go on dates, talk about those dates. Like she's talking to her daughter-in-law about the date she just had with the guy who isn't the fucking shark in Jaws.
Yeah.
She's talking about Michael Caine's Jaws, not the Jaws in the water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I really think I found the real story behind the story.
You know how bad British food is, and they still eat it, so I'm kind of hoping. I have two of my own. I have, or is it Vengeful Shark do. That was the softball. Sorry, I had to take that one.
Nice.
Or is it one shark's attempt for revenge with the help from Michael Caine?
Ooh.
I posit that Michael Caine is working in tandem with the shark and constantly putting this family in danger. He takes them down to the beach. he crashes the plane into the water, which would make the shark make it really easy to eat Michael.
True.
You know?
But he gets away unscathed. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think you cracked it.
Yeah.
So let's rewind. Okay, let's rewind.
So guess who made the phone call?
Yes. Guess who was tipping cows across town?
There you go.
Oh my, there it is.
This has now become a true crime podcast, and we figured out
we got him, Hoagie and the shark. So that's obviously he's feeding the shark intel.
Yep.
Right? Of course it's attracted to the electromagnetic signature of the plane. How else was he able to follow all the way to the Bahamas?
Yep.
Okay. I see you.
If this is a Scream movie, this is the point in the show where both the shark and Michael Caine pull off the ghost face mask.
Yes. And then spend even more time than we are explaining their plot and their ideas.
Well, that's going to about do it for Jaws the Revenge. I'm Derek.
And I'm Mean Mark.
Join us next time. You're going to love this, Mark. Join us next time when we take a look at the story of the famous treasure hunter enlisting the help from a wrestling tag team to save the world. Harrison Ford, Michael Hegstrand, and Joe Laurinaitis star in Indiana Jones and the Legion of Doom.
Yeah! Woo, the Road Warriors and Indy! I would watch the shit out of that movie.